What is going on, everybody? This is MLHatz, PHC, coming to you with a special MLHatz, PHC weekly podcast. I told you guys the other day, let me open up the window here. I don't know if it's actually going to help you get some light in. I have all the lights turned off right now because I didn't pay electric bill. No, I'm just freaking kidding. It's because it's really hot and I don't want to turn on any lights. So I want to see if anybody has their notifications set and if they would just come on and, hang out with me for an hour or so. There's a lot to talk about in the sports world, so I kind of wanted to break it up. So I figured since I have time, might as well. I got a Racer 5 in my hand. It's an Indian Pale Ale, Bear Republic. It's a 7.5 alcohol by volume. What's up, C? How you doing, Aaron C? So first of all, I want to thank everybody for using my link. If you guys have been using my Hat Club link, so I get that small commission. Thank you very much for doing that. There's been a lot to talk about in the sports world, like I mentioned. So the first foremost, I know we have only a couple wrestling fans that like to talk about wrestling, but that's why I wanted to kind of break this up. I do have a hat to show you, so I'll show you that, of course, closer to the hour mark. And we'll see how much time the wrestling gets taken up with. But we got hockey, we got basketball playoffs, we got baseball. Even though we're technically in August, almost September, we got baseball heating up, even though it's been like only a month to play. But we got baseball heating up. We got the trade deadline coming up. So we got a lot of stuff coming up on that, which, the way that they're doing the baseball playoffs. I know if you can't really see me, I'm sorry about that. My face is kind of dark on here. What's up, Hats? What's up, J38? So I know that with a lot of teams still being in the playoffs. Shoot, I just saw like a standings, like if playoffs were starting today, the Giants. Can you freaking believe it? The Giants would be the number 8 seed. They play the Dodgers, so they'd probably get ousted in the first round. Even though, if I remember right, the Giants did have a good series when they started this season playing against the Giants. They actually did okay. I want to say they did okay. I don't remember them doing great, but you guys know I don't try to look anything up prior because I never know, for the most part, what I'm going to talk about. And like I said, I was going to talk more about wrestling probably today. The Giants would be the number 8 seed. You had the Mets in there. You had Tampa Bay. You had the White Sox, the Indians, the Twins, the A's. I'm wearing the A's hat right here from the 2013 postseason. So, of course, this is a Velcro. So if they do make the playoffs again, I will wear the hat or buy the hat if they make the playoffs. These are kind of the only few hats I buy Velcro wise, and no, they're not counting in the collection. Okay, so like this weekend, if you guys are not aware, and they had SummerSlam and NXT XXX, so NXT 30, and then next week, this coming up week, they're gonna have Payback. So you get a lot of wrestling going on. And then they had wrestling for AEW on Saturday night. And then, of course, Monday Night Raw. Now, I'm not going to talk about everything on wrestling. The whole tagline for SummerSlam, which is one of the, I would say about the third or fourth biggest event of the year. I hate when stuff pops up on the screen of the year because you got SummerSlam, you got WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, and Survivor Series. So SummerSlam is one of the 4 big events of the year of all the WWE main events. And first of all, the Thunderdome concept, I'm not really a huge fan of it. I get it. It's okay. I'm just not really a huge fan of it. But the tagline going into SummerSlam was, "You'll never see this come." You're right. I didn't see anything come that I would be surprised about. Obviously, I know J38 doesn't really watch wrestling. I don't know if Aaron C watches wrestling, but there were really no shockers, even during the Braun Strowman and The Fiend match. Roman Reigns came out, but I was expecting to see something more of the lines of Alexis Bliss coming out. McIntyre surprisingly kept his belt against Orton, and I was thinking that maybe Ric Flair would come out. I thought there was going to be something with everybody that has been punt kicked by Randy Orton. I thought that somebody was going to come out, the Big Show, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, somebody was going to come out and kind of mess that one up. Nothing happened. The Street Profits and Andrade and Garza, I saw Street Profits winning that one because the whole thing about the freaking Angel Garza and Andrade is like, they're going to break up. I don't know why they're delaying the inevitable. I don't know why it's continuing on. I don't understand that. They keep teasing that they're going to break up. And sure enough, as soon as I saw Selena Vega come out, she was wearing her normal shoes. She was wearing stuff that looked like she was going to be involved in the match somehow. You're like, oh, she's going to be in there. So I'm thinking, okay, Bianca Belair is going to come out with Street Profits. And she never did. And sure enough, Vega got up on the apron and then she got knocked off. Yeah, that was really freaking great. So Street Profits won. The Bayley, Asuka, and Sasha. I wish Rob S was around because he's a huge Sasha fan. Honestly, I was really hoping that Bayley would lose the belt and Sasha would actually keep the belt, because that way Sasha would be the one that kind of gets to tease Bayley a little bit about Bayley losing her belt, and then you're going to see the mean streak of Bayley coming out. And it never happened because Bayley kept her belt, Sasha lost hers. And you're not going to have Asuka lose both of those matches. If she lost both those matches without winning one belt, which was kind of stupid, you're telling me there's not enough women talent in WWE. I know Hatter thinks I hate women because I always bang freaking women's soccer and water polo and hockey. What else? Women's sports, the WNBA. The truth of the matter is I talk about what people want to hear, what people are interested in. I know not a lot of people are interested in wrestling, but I know there's at least 3 or 4 people that are interested in wrestling. So that's why I talk about it. Just like hockey. You guys know I'm not a huge hockey fan. Do I watch hockey? Do I feel like I know for the most part what's going on? Sure I do. But do I consider myself a hockey expert like Dan D9? No, I don't. So that's why if I ever need my hockey news, I go to Dan D9 for my hockey information, because Dan D9 is always keeping track of the hockey stuff. So appreciate that. Hatter, you're too emotional, man. You only share news when it's exciting to you. So anyways, you can't have Asuka losing both those matches and not having a belt at the end of the night. That was just ridiculous. Let's see. The one thing I was surprised about, by the way, Dominic Mysterio and Rollins, it was an okay match. I expected more from it. Hang on. T-Ball's coming in. He wants to get his little lollipop. Thank you. There you go, T-Ball. Get out of here.
You're welcome.
Need more women's roller derby. It's funny you said that because last night they had an old replay of women's roller derby, and I actually recorded it. No, not last night, the night before. There's 2 episodes on. I recorded it and watched it, and the big hairstyles, and dude, it was just freaking awesome. I used to watch that stuff as a kid, and it was just really cool to see it. So, yes, women's roller derby. J38, dude, if they brought that on TV, I'd be all over that stuff. That stuff's actually good stuff to me. I don't know why, I just like it. So, anyways, Dominic Mysterio, Seth Rollins. Going into the match, it was Seth Rollins or Dominic's first match, WWE. And tactically, he needed the win, but I knew he wasn't going to win because you can't have Dominic beating Seth Rollins this early in his career. What's up?
I need this.
For what? No, you don't. Just
No.
here. Let me see.
To cut them.
Okay, here you go. There you go. Oh, sorry, guys. So I knew that Rollins was going to win, and it's setting it up for Payback. Of course, they did do a tag team match on Raw on Monday. If you watched it, and that was actually really cool to see. But I will tell you, Dominic just moves too slow. He's got a lot to learn. He's got a set skill pack that he could do and stuff. So that's why they did do it a no holds bar type match, street fight type deal, because he doesn't have a lot of skill set. I think he could be good in the future, but right now he's got a lot to learn, and I'd rather have him see him wrestling somebody else than Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins is going to make him look good, which is really good for him. But to me, Dominic Mysterio is just too freaking slow. So anyways, let's see. I think I saw that recently. It had a wrestling scripted feel to it. It did, right? So I was watching the roller derby. I want to say it was the Maniacs and the Rockers and one other team, and I can't remember. And there was this fight thing going on again. There was this fight thing going on with these girls known as, I forget what twins they were, for the Thunderstorm or Thundercat twins, and there's a big debate because they got traded. Yeah. When I saw it, I'm like, dude, this is funny as hell. And so I watched it. So yes, what's up, Reds fam? So yeah. The one thing I want to say, in roller derby, the men are the undercard, right? It's well, I don't know, because I saw this guy that looked like a freaking one of the strippers that came on wrestling back in the Attitude Era, but he was a big fat guy and he came out like in a G-string and he was a dance. There's this one dude on the roller derby, like he was like seriously like Hatter size. He was like 5'5", 5'6", about 270, and he was just all out there and booming. He couldn't even get up on the freaking ramp to get any points or anything, because if you're not familiar with roller derby, they go up this, as they call it, a wall of death, and you got like two lines. You got a 2-point line, like a 6-point line, and then they got to jump off a ramp after that. He could barely get up the ramp at all. So I don't know. The men were just as good, but man, the women are kind of vicious. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. Vizera. Yeah. So anyways, the one surprise match I thought was really done really well. Actually, I thought it was a little bit better than the Dominic Mysterio and the Seth Rollins. It was actually Adam Cole, baby, and Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is a radio guy, former NFL kicker. I'm not really familiar with them, but he did have a match with Adam Cole. Dude, I was actually really surprised with the skill set that Pat McAfee had. Obviously, he has a lot to learn, but man, he can move hella quick. He did a stand. Okay, first of all, one of his moves, he was on the top rope. He had Adam Cole, and he did like a backflip. He landed on his feet. I was really surprised about that because he made it look so smooth. And then another one, Adam Cole was up on the top turnbuckle, and he did a standing, basically like a box jump, jumped up, and then like did like a Hurricane Rana on freaking Adam Cole. It was just freaking crazy, the athleticism of Pat McAfee. So I give Pat McAfee a lot of credit. And he did like a moonsault, or forget what he did, but he basically jumped on all the security guys and Roderick Strong and all those guys. So that was actually really cool. Now, of course, McAfee lost, which obviously if you thought he was going to win, you're probably full of nuts. But then again, you know, it is wrestling. Did Rob S. join the witness protection program? Yeah, he said that his mom isn't letting him come and play with the boys, so she won't hook up the Wi-Fi. So apparently she put a lock on the basement door, so he hasn't been able to come out of the basement for a long time. So Rob S., man, if you need any help, let us know. Send us an SOS. You know, we're here for you. I have instructed your mom, though, to please leave your meals outside your door so you can at least come up and eat. Rob S. says that he's very busy with the work, and he just hasn't had time to get on. I understand the work adage part, but knowing Rob S., it's when I do my podcast for Baseball Beers and whatever I'm drinking for that night, it's on the later side, 8, 9 o'clock. And I know he has to get up early, 5 o'clock, because he has to run that 5 miles on the treadmill. But he could at least come on for an hour or so, you know, and I know he's tired. But usually most people get off work at like 5 or 6. So I don't know. Rob S. said he was busy. He's always busy. So, you know, I give him credit. We all can't be at home and stuff. There you go, bud. We can't all be at home. The hamster that powered the Wi-Fi passed away. Oh, J3, that's hella funny. That is so freaking true, right? So Rob S. sent me a message and said, I'm sorry, I've been very busy at work and stuff. Well, I mean, okay, I guess you're starting to sound like a little bit like a hatter, because you haven't been on. Anyway, so the hamster passed away. Rob S.'s mom won't get him a new hamster. So, yeah, there you go. The one thing, rest in peace, Amparo. The other thing about the NXT in the ladder match, I really wanted either Damian Priest or Cameron Grimes or my buddy, the thick boy, Bronson Reed, to win. I honestly thought, I don't want Velveteen Dream. I'm soured on Velveteen Dream. If you don't know, he sent out a lot of unsolicited pictures to teenagers of his Small Johnson. If you guys follow what I'm saying, he got suspended or something. He left for a little while, and then they apparently brought him back into the title picture right away, which was dumb. So I'm never gonna really look at him again. It's a lot like Michael Jackson. I don't care what Michael Jackson has done or did or whatever. I don't listen to any of his music. I don't support the dude whatsoever. And I know Velvety Dream didn't due to the scope that Michael Jackson did, but I just can't do that, man. He knows what he's doing. He's a grown ass adult, and he's sending little girls that are like 15, 16-year-olds pictures he shouldn't be sending. That's just freaking. That's yeah. So anyway, so they brought him back, and I liked him before, not no more. And it just kind of proves that you never know somebody until you know somebody. That's why I always tell people. An athlete will not be my role model, even for ones that I feel like I know a little bit. I still don't know them, and an athlete should never be your role model. Your role model should be your dad, your uncle, a close friend, somebody like that. In some people's cases, even a coworker or a good friend should be a role model. But somebody you see on TV, an athlete, should never be your role model. So that's kind of how I look at it. Anyways, I really thought Johnny Gargano was going to win, but he didn't. He didn't win, which I was pleasantly surprised. Damian Priest won, but I would have liked to see. He was one of the guys I wanted to win, so that was fine. But Cameron Grimes, I really like his character. I felt like he would make a freaking awesome champion. So eventually down the line, he did really good. He'd probably be champion. But I was rooting for those three: Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, or Damian Priest, because I do like Damian Priest. And I just don't think WWE is going to give it to the Bronson Reed anytime soon, if ever. All right, so the comp was, yes, I can get on live. You are my role model. Thank you so much. Walmart and Michael Jackson both have kids' pants half. I don't even understand the best. Okay, my dad is my role model. Heck, a pile of my family combined. There you go. Sup, bro? Oh my God, dude. Rob S. Did you get a new hamster, Rob S? It's good to see that your mom hooked up the Wi-Fi and you got a new hamster. Okay, if you're not sure what the hamster comment's about, Rob S., watch the replay about the 15 minutes or so, and then look at J38's comments on the hamster. Sup, Reds fan? Joe Major, Shane O'Mac. Haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you. Haven't heard from you either. So the one thing I noticed about NXT, though, is that with the exception of Io Shirai and Dakota Kai, whoever came out first in every single match, so it didn't matter if it was multiple people like the Matter match, whoever came out first won the match. And I thought that was crazy because Killian Cross won, Damian Priest won, I kind of forgot the rest already. Oh yeah, Adam Cole won. So there you go. Sup, Rob? Does Rob's mom allow him to use your Hat Club link? Rob S doesn't use my Hat Club link, so I get that small commission at all. In fact, I don't even think Rob S is allowed to order hats. All the money goes to his mom's bank account. So yeah, I don't know. Yep, the champ is here. Sup, Rob? So anyways, so that I found that kind of interesting. Now, the other new part, I'm going to switch back to SummerSlam for a minute, was that in the very beginning, I believe it was Michael Cole said that Retribution was going to be around, or they got extra security for Retribution. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I know a lot of you guys, with the exception of maybe Rob S., didn't watch SummerSlam. The whole tease about Retribution, and they never even came out. They never played a factor. Now, I will say they showed up on Monday Night Raw at the end, which was really stupid because I knew that once Keith Lee lost against Killian Cross, which kind of pissed me off because he barely had just won the title, and he surrendered up the North American title. After he lost the title, I'm like, okay, he's going to show up on SummerSlam or he's going to show up on Raw. And I hope, or SmackDown. And I hope if he shows up on SummerSlam or if he shows up on Raw, it's going to be like a big surprise. I'm waiting. Like they say, you never saw this coming, right? No, he didn't show up on SummerSlam. And then he was announced on SummerSlam that he'd be coming on Raw. It's like, what the hell? I want a surprise. So AEW is killing you guys so much that you don't even want to have surprises anymore. You just want to announce when people are going to come on, so you expect people to stay tuned. So, yeah. Let's see. I can order hats. My mom give me a small allowance, so suck it. I doubt it because you haven't used my link, so I get that small commission. Yo, Rob S., your mom gave you her small commission. Gun show, Johnny G, what's up? Just enter the chat room. How you doing? So we're talking a little bit about wrestling. I do have one hat to show you. Honestly, I can't remember if I've shown you guys this hat. I think some of you guys have seen this hat before, but I'm not 100% positive. Now, I will tell you guys some of the more recent hats that I've gotten. I did ship out the other night. Shipped them out on Saturday just in case if I had to evacuate. I wanted to make sure I didn't have to try to haul all my hats at once. So I probably shipped out about 300 or 400 hats just to make sure that, you know, everything was okay. Things are getting a little bit better. Still really smoky, but things are getting a little bit better. So unless there's a turn for the worse or anything, I'll probably go pick up my hats this weekend. So the newer hats I don't have, so I grabbed this one out of my room. And I hope you guys haven't seen it, but I think some of you guys might have seen it already. But if you guys hadn't seen it or haven't seen it, sorry, the grammar police is nowhere to be found to correct me on my grammar. I'm hoping you guys haven't seen it. So for these more for the newer people, if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, so weird. Keith Lee lost the title already. I know that freaking sucked. He's on Raw. Wish I could show my new cap. Shane O'Mac. If you want to show your damn hat, dude, go on your Instagram page, take a picture of it, post it on Instagram. That's what Instagram is for. Why can't you show your hat? Does your mommy and daddy not let you have the password to your Instagram account? That'll probably piss Shane off. Johnny G, nice avatar, Florida Marlins affiliate. Saw that vid with the hat bags. Good video, bro. Those bags are awesome. Thanks, CompWiz. No, thank you. I did. Your Instagram account is private, so nobody's seeing your hat anyways. So I'm just saying. Anyways, guys. So, and then Raw, honestly, it kind of sucked. I don't know. I will say, though, Retribution had a bunch of bigger guys. They're still not showing their face because, obviously, if you've been following the wrestling, which I know most of you guys don't, they don't even know who's really going to be in Retribution yet. So they keep running out freaking guys, small guys. Freaking, I think I saw Hatter in one of those videos, and I think Shane O'Mac was one of the members of Retribution because I could have sworn I saw like a short, small person, and then Hatter was right next to him. And I only know it was Hatter because he was one of the dudes was wearing a freaking winter hat, and you know Hatter likes his winter hat. So I think Shane and Hatter were in on the run-in. I did. Okay, if you say so. DQM straight. I don't know what DQM straight means, so I did. So anyway, so Retribution and are looking for new members right now. So Shane O'Mac and Hatter were in there. So anyways, yeah, Raw was terrible as usual, but that's okay. I know a lot of you guys, damn straight, good. Grammar cops are going to nail you one of these days, Shane O'Mac. Raw was, I've talked to Fitted Insider, I should say. I've talked to a bunch of you guys, and you guys tell me that wrestling's kind of crap. You know, a lot of you guys know I quit watching wrestling for like 4 or 5 years because it was getting really bad, and I was just kind of tired of watching it. But what I realized after a while, and some of you guys already know this, is I really missed it, you know? And I watch it with the mind that it's just entertainment. It's no different than watching a soap opera or a TV show. You're not going to enjoy every aspect of the TV show, but when you see a nice thing going on or a good surprise or something, hey, it's cool and stuff. So when people say wrestling sucks nowadays, that's fine. You can say wrestling sucks nowadays, but I mean, that's why I keep watching it, because I take it for what it is, entertainment. And some of you guys kill me on that even, but it's like, you go watch a crappy movie. I can't tell you how many crappy movies are coming out that sell millions and millions and millions of freaking dollars at the box office. And if you look at the whole situation or scenario of the movie, it is no different than a movie that just came out 3 months ago. It has the same type of setup, the same theme. The bad guy kidnaps someone, or the bad guy kills somebody, and then you got your hero coming in, or it's a new superhero coming into the play to get the bad guys. It's just, oh my gosh, the same shit. You never have genuine new situations. So that's how wrestling is. So that's what I take it for. Let's see here. Raw was bad. Rob S., tell me why Raw was bad. Gotta go eat dinner, so I'll stay on, but this guy has to eat. I'm hungry. Go eat. I'm only going to go for an hour or so, CompWiz, so thank you for coming on for a little. Best way to watch and in ringside live. Actually, watching live wrestling is actually really freaking boring. I've been to a number of events, and every time I go, I say it's kind of boring, but I like going, but it's really boring. Where you been hiding, Rob? You went MIA on us. Is ringside live? I still don't have a clue what you say. AEW has been so much. Rob S., you're full of shit. I'm going to time you out. Right. AEW has not been so much better. I will admit they've had some good matches and stuff, but come on, to say it's so much better. Raw AEW is so good. It got kicked off of their Wednesday night program, got moved to Saturday, and since I record everything, I didn't even get to watch the crappy match between Brody Lee and Cody because the NBA game went on a little bit longer than expected. And so I only got to watch to the women's match. So don't tell me AEW has been so bad. I haven't seen anything that's like really honestly really wanted me to keep watching AEW. Just be honest, man. And Rob S., man, have you seen anything on AEW that you did Raw and SmackDown or WWE? I don't order them because $40-$50 to watch wrestling is a waste of freaking money. I will not pay it. If I want to go know what happened, I will tell you guys. I'll go, seriously, another popsicle T-ball? You're crazy. If I want to know every move, no more. Go put it back. Nope. Go put it back. If I want to watch everything that has happened on AEW on the pay-per-view, I go listen to my buddy, my loudmouth buddy out in New York. I don't always agree with him, but, I like his personality per se. So I watch him more than I watch any of the other wrestling guys because the other wrestling guys just seem really freaking bored about it. It's been better than Raw. Explain to me, Rob S., how AEW has been better than Raw. Explain that. Hatter, how's my favorite NHL bandwagon fan coming? I don't know. You tell me, Hatter. You're the Knights fan. I'll take a popsicle. Yeah, I don't order the pay-per-views. So please explain to me, Rob S., who was never here on the podcast to defend his girlfriend, Sasha Banks, who I don't like, how AEW has been so much better than Raw. We have Raw Underground, Rob S. We have Raw Underground. Come on. Everything I've seen on AEW has been basically a copy, a reprint. They just put in the photocopy of WWE script, print out the copies, and you see it on AEW. I haven't seen really anything genuine. Now, I will say the Mimosa match coming up with Cassidy and Jericho, low-key kind of want to see it, low-key, but it's not worth $50 to see somebody get dunked in a freaking mimosa in the horseshoes. If I want to see somebody get dunked in a batch of freaking liquid, I would go to a fair and watch the dude get dunked by the freaking high school guys throwing the balls at the freaking dunk tank dude. Let's see here. Oh boy, what do we got here? Yeah, I don't order the pay-per-views. Yeah, pay to watch TV. Yep, exactly. Besides TV bill, I feel like if AEW did a $9.99, $10 thing like WWE, to me that's worth it because not only do I get the pay-per-views, but I get all the other WWE programmings and original pay-per-views. So to me, $10, that's good. $50, hell no. Borderline, if WWE raised their price 20, I would go that high for a monthly subscription, but I ain't paying higher than that. $20 is just way too much. Here we go. T-Ball staying cool with the icy blue. Yeah, he is actually. I went to SummerSlam in 2016. Was amazing. Okay. Thanks for sharing, Shane. Wrestling isn't that great anyways. Says a non-wrestling fan. Really good advice, Hatter. Raw Underground, blah, blah, blah. I will say, though, Rob S., Raw Underground is just absolutely freaking terrible. It's garbage. I've been legitimately, you're welcome. About what, Shane O'Mac? What am I thankful for? Anyways, I'm still trying to find out, and we'll switch the subject here in a minute for the next 30 minutes. I'm still trying to find out if Raw Underground, I know how they're trying to portray it in the beginning. Is it legit? Is it real fighting? Or is it just another scope of WWE? Yes, you guys already know the BS on WWE per se. But Raw Underground was supposed to be like the UFC mixed martial arts type fighting, and it was supposed to be real legit fighting. And I'm starting to notice the little things. I'm sure you guys are if you're watching it. Rob S., I hope your mom's letting you watch wrestling. It could be considered too violent for you and your mom's not sure if she wants to let you go watch it. Shane O'Mac, from the sounds of it, you haven't watched wrestling since 2016 because I'm talking about wrestling today and you don't seem to have a clue about what's going on. But that's okay. Anyway, so I'm starting to see little images where I don't think that the Raw Underground is as real as they try to say. And I really don't need the Hurt Locker coming in or the or Dolph Ziggler in there or the Viking Raiders in there. I thought that's why we have the wrestling ring, for them to wrestle in the wrestling ring. Like, I thought the Raw Underground was to possibly find some new talent that I'm going to be excited to watch. No, it's the guys you see on TV. It's crap. That you have a big... There you go. Shane O'Mac just got hattered, so congratulations. Raw Underground sound like a porn scene footage. Yeah, but there's no hot chicks. And so is the stupid 24/7 title. Shut your mouth, Rob S. Shut your mouth. Rob S., you get timed out. The 24/7 champion. 24/7 champion is freaking the greatest thing in the world. Okay? I like the 24/7 champion. Why is it dumb? It's comedic. It's entertainment. I love seeing the different ways that Rob Truth. I love seeing the ways that R-Truth wins it and loses it. So it's entertainment. It is funny. You know, leave the 24/7 champion alone. I'm actually low-key maybe thinking about getting one of those belts. And since I timed out Shane O'Mac, he probably went away because I was at 10. Now I'm only at 9. So Rob S., timeout for that. Don't talk dirty of the 24/7 champ. Let's see. Early as fuck. Actually, Wrestle Machine, I kind of announced this the other day on Baseball Beers and Bullshit that I might try to do some podcasts throughout the week for only an hour or so because there's so much sports going on. And just to kind of have your notification set. So it was kind of more of a test to see who has the notification set. So I appreciate everybody that's coming on. I'm sure I already hurt some people's feelings, like Shane O'Mac. Rob S. knows how to take everything in. No StreamYard, though. Well, the thing with the StreamYard, guys, and I'll just be honest, guys, I can't always do StreamYard because on the free version of StreamYard, you're only allowed to StreamYard 20 hours per month for free. So I usually use like 2 to 4 hours when we do Baseball Beers and Bullshit. And so I'm already maxed out. So, and I'm not at the point or the level where I'm going to pay the $20 a month to do the StreamYard. You know, I earn about $20 a month doing YouTube and my little bit of a Patreon, and even the commission I get for the link I'm not spending 50% of any of my income. I make, let's just say on the rough, I make about $50 at the very most to do the YouTube thing, and I'm not spending $20 on freaking StreamYard. It's not worth it to me, guys. Wasn't Gronk the 24/7? Yes, he was. And he was supposed to keep it for a little bit longer, but then he announced he was going to play for the Tampa Bay Bucks. And then he lost it at his house when they were cutting the grass, and it was freaking awesome. Let's see here. No StreamYard, though. Stop hurting my feelings. Sorry, Russell Machine. Sorry, man. I feel bad now. It's okay. We'll take over your StreamYard like we had before. Wasn't Obama the 24/7 champ? I don't think he was. I know they've had other people as the 24 champ, so I don't think that's true. Dang, I'm sorry, man. YouTube is hard. It is, but, you know, I don't do YouTube for money. I'm just saying why I'm not in the position to do the StreamYard past the 20 hour limit. I do know if you pay that $20 or it's 20, you got to pay 25. The 20 is if you pay the year in advance. So I'm definitely not doing that. But when you do that, I believe you get it for unlimited amount of hours. So yeah, Hatter took over your StreamYard. Yeah, and I gave him a platform with 1,000 subscribers, and he didn't do shit. He's still at like 124 subscribers. So what's that tell you? Anyways. Damn, be right back, my bitches. All right, Russell, she could talk to your lady. So anyways, guys, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the basketball. You guys know that the Portland Trailblazers are losing. They're down. I think it's 2-1 or 3-1 to the Lakers, which kind of sucks. I was hoping that the Trailblazers would come into effect a little bit more. But talks Obama. I'm not even sure what you're talking about, but that's okay. And that the Pacers were swept by the Heat. So I guess Marco Moore is going to be happy about that. Who else? You guys, what is going on with the basketball playoffs? I watched some of the games. I watched Boston. Philadelphia, of course, is out now. They went bye-bye. I know Houston and the Thunder. I think that is probably the best matchup around. I believe they're tied at 2-2. I watched one game the other night. And me personally, I'm rooting for the Thunder in that series because Houston has Westbrook and Harden. As you guys give me shit about the Nationals winning the World Series because once Bryce Harper left, by the way, we probably lost Shane O'Mac. So sorry, Shane O'Mac, rest in peace. But not everything can be about you. I know you guys are going to give me shit about that comment because you guys always say that it's about me. Well, it is because it's my podcast, so who cares? If you don't want to be on the podcast, so what? Go away. I don't care. It's about me, Hatter. It's about me. See? It's about me. Anyways, see here. Thunder. I don't have no thunder right now, so it's actually shiny. It's just really cloudy with smoke and everything. So I would like to see the Thunder lose. Oh, I got you. I got you, Johnny. I got you, man. I feel you on that. I would like to see Houston lose and see the Thunder win because I want to see James Harden and the Rockets with Westbrook get kicked off by the Thunder and Chris Paul. It'd be freaking awesome. The two guys leave. The two of the better players leave, who everybody always say is going to be NBA champions and everything like that. And just like you guys kill me on the Nationals, they leave. The Thunder win the championship. So what are you guys going to say about that now? You guys give me shit all the time that once Bryce Harper left the Phillies, by the way, or the Nationals, by the way, he still hit his 30-plus home runs and hit like 100 RBIs. So that doesn't tell me he was the problem. The problem is, I don't know, just some gut times, as you guys know, especially if you're a Cubs fan, who haven't done shit since they won the World Series back in 2016, they're starting a new streak. You never know how it's going to go. The team just meshes the way that the team meshes. By the way, Hatter, thank you for bringing up the Jazz and Utah Jazz, Denver Nuggets. That series tied. That's actually been a pretty good series. I did, if I remember right, Hatter, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I did pick the Jazz to win that series. I would like to see the Jazz. Oh, yeah, Milwaukee. Milwaukee is my official NBA champion to win the whole thing. I want to see Milwaukee win it. I know some of you guys are going to kill me for that, but I know a lot of you guys are picking the Lakers to win it. I'm not picking the Lakers. I think the Lakers are going to win it eventually, of course. I'm just not crazy about this year. I just feel like, regardless of who wins championship, it's still going to be kind of a sour note. But for me, I want to see the Bucks win it, and then of course my Sixers are out of it, and then the Nets are out of it. They got killed. Now the Nets, I'm not surprised because they had some injured guys like Kevin Durant never tried to come back. Kyrie Irving, I think, was out, so you knew that. I see bright stuff for them. Sixers, they could have did a little bit better, but they got kicked out. They did fire their coach. So since they fired their coach, I did get a couple phone calls from the 76ers. Asked me if I was interested in being a coach because you guys know I tell you guys all the time, coaches do not matter who the coach is. The players, if they want to play, they're going to win. So the Sixers called. We're in discussion. I don't know if I'm going to take the position or not because coaches don't matter. So it's like, I don't know if I want all the headache for what? I don't matter. Now you get it. Let's go Celtics, go Dodgers. You're going to beat the Giants again. Johnny G. And then we got a Celtics. Now, Rob S., I don't really know about your basketball history or anything. So if you're rooting for the Celtics, I understand. So that is very good. And we haven't seen – so Rob S. is back. And we haven't seen Shane O'Mac. So Shane O'Mac probably had to go tell somebody that he got timed out on the MLHatz PHC special podcast because I haven't seen him. So anyways, too many sweeps, Lucky Charms. Hatter, it is what it is, man. Why do you care if there's too many sweeps? I don't personally care if there's too many sweeps or not. If there's too many sweeps, all that tells me is that this whole situation of having a playoff, having only 8 games, it's even worse than what people try to say it was. So yeah, there you go. The other thing is, guys, you guys know about the hockey playoffs. I gotta listen to Professor Bandwagon over here just go on and on about the Vegas Knights. He's not even a Vegas Knight fan, but he says he's a huge ass Vegas Knight. I can't wait till the Vegas Knights go on like a fat losing streak, and they're terrible for years and years and years to come, just like the Cubs. Will he be a Vegas Knight then at that time? I say no. Now, I can see why he is a Chicago Blackhawks fan, but he doesn't live in the city of Las Vegas, so why would he be a Vegas Knight fan? Still does not make sense to me. My Islanders, thanks to Dan9, has been keeping us updated. They're rolling. I know that who else we got? We got the Canucks in the playoffs, and we got our Tampa Bay Lightnings in the playoffs. I want the Tampa Bay Lightnings to kind of move on. Of course, my New York Islanders. Yes, I jumped on the bandwagon officially to the New York Islanders. But unlike some people in the chat like Hatter, I called the New York Islanders and I said, hey, what's up, guys? Can I jump on your bandwagon just because you guys are winning? That's the only reason. You guys are winning. I wore your guys' hat. You started doing good. I jumped on the bandwagon. They said it was all good. So I'm on the New York Islanders bandwagon. So there you go. Hatter, he doesn't even call for permission. Let's see here. Lucky Charms, getting timed out isn't going to scare me away. Thank you, Rob S. It scared Shane O'Mac away, apparently. I got a Jordan 11 new low Emerald Celtics hat. I'm not. Have you ever shared that? We got to see that. I have no clue what you're talking about. And an NBA element hat with the Celtics baller hat on the front, a hat on a hat. You have to show that. I have no clue what you're talking about. I thought Hatter was a big Blackhawks fan. He is. But since the Las Vegas Knights have been winning, he's been on their bandwagon hard. Hatter jumping that bandwagon again. Yep. And maybe a Cap fan because my Baltimore, Maryland family, which is near. Okay, that makes sense. Stars up. Okay, Dallas Stars. That was the other team. Bruins, baby. No, I don't like the Bruins. Only reason because Chara. I always get in fights with Hatter about Chara being a bully, but then Hatter says that Evander Kane is a bully, and I'm like, hell no, dude. Chara freaking, just because he's 6'7", 6'8", he just goes around and acts like he owns a damn place, man. That's why I like Evander Kane. He's not even 6 foot. He's like probably like a $180, man. He's going against Chara, dude. Yeah, Chara's just a big-ass bully. No bandwagon jumping here. I can tell that. Howdy D, Dan9. What's up, buddy? I was telling them how you keeping me up to date on my New York Islanders team, how they're doing. If they do win the Stanley Cup, I will go get a Stanley Cup Champions New York Islanders hat and shirt, even if it is a Velcro. Now, let me know, guys. I need some help on the hockey. Who else we got? What's good, Dan D9? Hey, Johnny G. Okay, what else? Let's see. Baseball. I've been watching a lot of games. You guys know nobody's been watching WNBA because nobody really gives a shit. Nobody's been watching soccer. Anybody watch soccer? Hell no. Let's see. I like the Rangers because they were the parent club of the actual Charlotte Checkers back. I have no fucking clue what you're talking about, the comp whiz, man. You're going to have to help me out. The Bruins have the best refs in the league. Last time I checked in, I thought the refs were supposed to be like, not on anybody's side. So anyways, guys, I'll show you guys the hat, and then we're going to probably BS for the last 15 minutes. Now, I think a lot of you guys saw this hat already, but just in case you guys hadn't. Oh, by the way, MTS, haven't seen you today. You're probably at work baking that bread on aisle 9, so have a good day at work. Reds fan, I don't remember if you've been in here. You might have been in here. Rob S., thank you. Dandy9, Compwiz, J38, Johnny G, Hatter, Jeff Needle. The other guy, Shane O'Mac, even though you got timed out and you went bye-bye, if you've been in here and you just haven't been commented, let me know if you've been in here, guys. I appreciate everybody stopping by, even if it's just for a little bit. But here we go, guys. The hat I'm going to show you guys is, bam, Pittsburgh Pirates throwback. This is the Pillbox hat. Now, some of you guys might have seen it in some of my posts that I post on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, of course, you could always do that at MLHatz, PHC. I know most of you guys are, but not everybody if you guys are watching my videos for the first time. So the pillbox was, of course, from about the 1970s, 1980s, around that frame. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys can give me an earlier date if you guys want. But I like this hat, but I don't wear it that much. And I'll tell you a couple reasons why. One, I like the hat because on the 5950 sticker, it actually says the pillbox right there. So that's actually a cool aspect of it. But let's just be honest, guys. This is just a weird-ass hat. Now, for me, I know that they made other teams with the pillbox style, and they actually did a minor league team as well with the pillbox style. And I was gonna get that, but it's just one of those hats that just kind of kept getting lost, and I just kind of kept forgetting, and I never got it. So I decided I definitely had to get the Pirates because the Pirates were the originators of the pillbox. Now, I will tell you guys, I do have a Roberto Clemente jersey, and that is the reason I got the pillbox, because whenever I wear that Roberto Clemente jersey, I do wear this pillbox. And I love the fact that these stripes go all the way around the back. They would have, obviously, since this is technically a classic hat or Cooperstown type edition type hat, I'll show you the inside in just a second for a reason. They could have left the Batterman on the back, but I will say that the Batterman is actually pretty good detailed. Oops, wrong way. Pretty good detailed. I've been talking a lot about the Batterman lately. And then the New Era flag, you guys. It's not even the same gold color. It's more of a yellowish, if that makes sense. And then this is the more gold. This actually reminds me a little bit, when you look at it really close, of like the Seattle Mariners, like the Pilots type coloring with that. That's the only reason. You got the Pirates right here with the P right here and that light yellow, which matches the New Era flag. But I feel like the New Era flag is still off, so it's not really matching. Then you have the yellow button up top, and then you have that flatness from this right here. So that's why they obviously call it the pillbox. Love the underneath with the black. Now, here's what I'm talking about. So they don't have the Cooperstown logo or anything. These little things right here, I keep in here, and these were little papers that when we do embroidery at the Blue Store, if we have to do like a raised embroidery, we put these little papers on there, or we actually put them on every hat. My bad. I meant the styrofoam. We put these on every hat when we do embroidery. It helps keep the thread to connect to the hat. Sorry if I got it wrong. I've drank a couple beers already, so you guys know how it goes. Anyway, so I keep the little papers in here to keep it, to allow the hat to keep its body when I'm not wearing. So there you go. And you got the faded tape all along the inside. And then also it helps if I sweat or anything, the paper on the inside will take up some of the sweat, even though it's not protecting the sweatband. So that's basically why I do it, so it keeps the body. So you can take it out. I put it in there from the very beginning, and I leave them in there. It doesn't really bother me when I wear it. I don't really notice those at all. So I really like this hat. Like I said, I don't wear it that much unless I wear the Pirates jersey. If I wear the Pirates jersey, the Roberto Clemente jersey, with this hat, I get a lot of comments. So let me check up on your guys' comments, see what's going on. What you talking about, bro? Playoff hockey, man. Refs ain't making a ton of pussy calls. Nut up, bro. Have no clue what you're talking about. The Shua Pirates had their own in pillbox hat. I think a old Pirates affiliates from the 70s, 80s. Yeah, I'm not sure either. You have to let me know. Pillbox, pink bottom. Oh, shit. You're so right, J38. They probably will come out with that. Typical Bruins fan in response. Low profile. Actually, Johnny G, I don't feel like it's a low profile, but then again, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't feel like it's a low profile. I feel like it fits my head perfectly. To me, low profiles are up a little higher on my head, if that makes sense. Not a huge fan of those hats, not really was. You don't buy hats anyways unless you get them for free or your mom allows you to buy a hat. So, not surprised. And by the way, rest in peace, Mac got his feelings hurt. He left the show. Remind me of the Civil War hats. Okay. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Good call. Good call. Let's see. Reminds me of good old 1880s baseball back when the sport was called two words, baseball. Yeah. Civil War 50, Johnny G. Johnny, low profile is the way to go, brother. No, it's not, Rob S. All the hats I have been buying. I mean, if you have a small head, you have to go low profile, because if you buy a normal profile hat or a high crown hat or whatever, your face is going to be covered because you have no head to hold the hat on. You have to have a bigger than a size 7 for your hat to fit on you right. So, of course, you're going to go low profile. Let's see. Civil War caps basically is a fitted cap. I'm at work. Were you talking hockey without me? I was talking hockey, but it didn't seem to really go anywhere, Hatter. I will be honest, you guys, as you guys know, I haven't been watching hockey, but thanks to Dan D9, I've been staying up on the updates for the New York Islanders game. So Dan D9, keep the hockey notes coming. There was a trade that happened in hockey. I'm sure Hatter will talk about it later. If he ever does a podcast, let us know, Hatter. I was a little bit surprised that there was a trade this late in the season because it is playoffs. I don't expect any trades to happen. Let's see. My head too big for a low profile, Rob. Rob S. was saying the refs did a good job in the Canes Bruins series, Hatter. Not really a Civil War hat. Hatter. Nobody cares. Sounds like sour grapes to me, bro. Rob S. No clue what you're talking about. The regular hats are like freaking top hats with that high crown. That's because you got a small head. Get a regular size head and it will fit like perfect. Hats. How about a minor league sports podcast? Hey, not really sure how that would go since CompWiz. We haven't really had any minor league news. We haven't had any minor league games. And personally, there hasn't been a lot of rookies that I've needed to watch. You guys know I talked a little bit about the rookies the other day with Joey Bart, Casey Mize, Tristan McKenzie. Oh, shit. Thank you very much, Clay Brewer. Just tell you how, Clay Brewer, you're so freaking awesome. But I will tell you, your brother, Reds fan in Florida, is just way so much better, dude. I'm sorry, Clay Brewer. You cannot do anything that will make you better than your brother, Reds fan in Florida. I actually was watching the Cincinnati Reds game and the Kansas City Royals game last night, thinking about your cousin, Reds fan in Florida. So, Clay Brewer, you are better than Hatter. Does that work? Hats, how about it? So, if I could get some minor league information, I will give you a comp list. So, as soon as we start hearing about minor league stuff, which will be at the end of the season, then I'll start sharing some news. It's just there not being any minor league baseball this year. There hasn't been really anything that I've had to go watch or pay attention to or anything. There's just nothing. I know Hatter posted in one of the chats that there was a Lexington Legend was doing a 50% off sale or something of that nature, which is a minor league team for the Kansas City Royals, I believe. And Kansas City Royals, Lexington Legends? I believe that's right. Or was it the Reds? No, Lexington Legends or Royals. Anyways, I checked it out. There wasn't really any good deals that I wanted. They had this atomic pig type style hats. Uh-oh. I'll call them back. That's for the old heart surgery thing. If you guys don't know, my heart surgery stuff got postponed because of my broken leg, and I don't know when I'm getting the cast off. I'm supposed to go on Thursday for a checkup. I don't think I'll get the cast off because there's still soreness in my calf, and that's where I broke my bone in my leg. So I'll go check it out and see what they say. But I do have to reschedule. I'm looking at probably middle of September to have that surgery. So anyway, so I was watching the Royals and the Reds game, and I was hoping Tom Brennerman would be on, but I was watching the Royals podcast broadcast. So there you go. Let's see here. I know Carolina didn't play that great, but the officiating was one-sided. Comp was, oh, yeah, but I meant like minor league hockey, baseball, or G League basketball. I mean, comp was really minor league hockey. I barely keep up with the NHL, okay? And G League basketball, there hasn't been no G League basketball, so what are you watching? What? Seriously, dude. Compliments. I don't even know what to say to that. Let's see here. Clay Brewer, sure. Don't get mad, dude. We love Reds fan in Florida. May God highly bless you to get better in your medical stuff. Thank you, CompWiz. I appreciate it. Bauer goes tonight for Reds. That is freaking awesome. Freaking Trevor Bauer. I will have to say, low-key, Trevor Bauer is one of my new favorite guys to watch. He kind of has been for a while, but he has been more lately. Also, Zach Greinke has been a guy that I've been really interested in. He's just a weird-ass cat, but he's hella funny. He was pitching against the A's, the Astros and the A's, and he went and sat up in the stands between his time to pitch. So whenever the Astros were batting, he would go sit in the stands. It was freaking fantastic. How about a MQ? I don't know what an MQ is. How about a Mandy Snap? Oh, there we go. We finally get a genuine idea from Johnny G. Mandy Snaps. one little problem there, Johnny G. I'll have to check. There's a small chance I sent out my snaps. So I don't know. I'll get back to you. Minor league hockey and G League. Let's talk WNBA. Yeah, right. So we might as well throw some water polo in and badminton and cornhole championships. Yeah. Man, there are some cool team identities in the G League. I do have one G League hat, and I think I showed it off a while ago, but I'll show off a G League hat here down the line. And like I said, I only have like one or two. So if you guys want to see it, I'll show you guys that. I do want to get a Santa Cruz Warriors, but they do have some good G Leagues. The problem with the G League hats, the comp is that I'm a fitted snob. I gotta have a fitted. I can't be like Professor Hatter and get like a snapback or Velcro or a winter hat. I need a fitted. Okay. Yeah, I know that was dumb, but you guys get my point. So let's see here. Anything else? Can you guys got any questions for the next 4 minutes? I'm kind of getting sick and tired of sitting around the house. Lids is not open in my area. I was honestly thinking of taking minor leagues and T-ball for a field trip, maybe to go to Oakland or San Francisco to get out of the house. I know Lids was doing a $10 sale on some hats, and I was kind of thinking, hey, why not go drive around and give me something to do tomorrow? So if I do that, guys, I'll do some filming. I'll let you guys know if I find any good $10 hats. I will give you guys first crack at the $10 hats, of course. You guys just let me know, but I'll let you guys know if I actually go. So stay tuned to that. So any questions to get this up to the hour mark? Are we going to be done? Because that's all I got for today. Since Rob S. joined us, we got a Wrestle fan. Mark Moore hasn't been in here. I haven't seen him for a minute. Let's see here. Man, there are some cool team identities. I got 5, 2 Asheville Attitude Customs, and the 1 Tulsa 66ers, OKC Blue, and a custom South Bay Lakers theme one. If they're fitted, cool. If they're snapback, sorry, accomplice. I don't have a list to go to either. Yeah, mine are closed, of course. Like the one I work at's closed. The one in Marin's closed. I have to actually go all the way to Oakland or San Francisco. So I don't like driving to San Francisco. To me, it's not a lot of fun. Let's see here. San Jose. San Jose is 2 hours away, 2.5 hours. So if I go all the way out there, we'll see. Because if I go all the way out there looking for $10 hats, I'm going to try to do a little mapping out and see if I can hit up like 4 or 5 lids or even a hat club to see if they're even open. Does anybody even know if hat clubs is actually open or anything? I don't know. So let me know, guys. By the way, guys, I will say I was able to get some of the hat club drops. I got them like you guys. I got 2 of the minor league drops. Hope I won't have them by Thursday, but next time I come on and stuff, I'll show them on here. But there were some sick ass hat club drops, or at least I thought there was. So let me know if you guys hit up that. So let's see here. I do South Park Mall, Charlotte lids. Well, hey, CompWiz, go check them out. If there's any $10 hats, check them out. Let us know. My lids reopened, but they suck. Sorry about that, Clay Brewer. You do know, though, if you see any good $10 hockey hats, let us know. Also, if you see any good $10 fitteds, please let us know. I appreciate it. Hope lids open soon. I'm getting bored. I have like 2 lids near me, and you never freaking go, do you, Rob S? Come on, man. I don't want to drive 100 miles to go to the ones in Memphis. I don't blame you either there, Dandy 9. Well, snapback, Velcro, flex, fit, or mine. So ours are gonna. So haters are gonna hate. I'm not hating. I just told you that I'm a fitted snob. That's not hating because you guys know that I have a couple Velcros and a couple snapbacks. I just prefer fitteds, and for counting my collection, I only count the fitteds. I'm not like Hatter, and I'm not counting all the freaking stadium giveaways. Let's see here. Do you even watch the Bruins games, Rob S., after calling me a wiener or whiner? Rob S., I'll be honest, guys, no offense, Rob S., you probably don't watch any of the games unless you record them because I know how busy you are at work. So I'll go with no. I haven't bought in a minute from a hat club, just the Omaha Royals, and only because I can't find the original line hat. Yeah, bro, I watch every game. So there you go. So with that being said, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming on for me for this hour, even though it was an unexpected podcast. As always, guys, please make sure you got your notifications set. So if you do see me coming on, I might just come on and, we'll have some fun. I might do a StreamYard next time. If I can, I'll let you guys know. And if I do take the field trip tomorrow, I'll let you guys know as well via Instagram. So if you want to follow me, MLHatz, PHC, YouTube, subscribe, hit the like button. Chris Cars, nice work, Hats. Thank you very much, Chris Cars. Nice to see you. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and I'll try to find some more hats that I know you guys haven't seen the next time I go live. If not, I will see everybody Thursday. Probably see everybody Thursday, so make sure you guys stay tuned. All right, guys, thanks for staying, and I'll see you guys later in the chats and stuff. MLHatz out. Bye, everybody. See ya. PHC.